I started out with whiskey the same place anyone does. I thought it tasted like straight gasoline, and when anybody said that they liked it, I thought for sure they were faking it. So if that sounds like you, have no fear, I have been where you are. But nowadays, a glass of whiskey is what I look forward to on a Friday. It's what I do for a special occasion. It's my drink of choice. And I have 6 very simple steps that can get you started so that you can appreciate the craft and understand what all the hype's about. Let's start with a simple one. Slow down. I get it, we live in a fast world, but if you're distracted, if you're checking your phone nonstop, you're not gonna be able to taste any real flavor, and the flavor is what's going to save you from the burn, which I'll explain a little bit more later. Put the phone down, or in this case, the phone case, take 10 minutes, remember that there's no pop quiz at the end, there's no reason to hurry through it, and just sit, relax, and enjoy the glass of whiskey. The second thing is, forget about ice, okay? This is like a rite of passage. Everybody thinks in the beginning the ice is going to save them. It's gonna numb that burn a little bit. But the reality is that ice actually numbs some of the flavor. When it gets colder, it gets harder to taste. And like I said, if you don't have the flavor to distract you from the burn, all you notice is the burn. I have to say this anytime that I talk about ice or I will get destroyed in the comments. Drink whiskey however you like to drink whiskey. Some people prefer ice, and that is fine. Others don't. But a lot of the newer people that I meet, the ice actually does make it burn worse for them. So today, we're not here for whether or not you prefer ice. Today, we are here to acquire the taste for whiskey. Okay, so you've slowed down. You've got a neat pour at room temperature. What's next? Well, I can guarantee if you just dive in and take a swig, it's gonna hurt. So instead, go through a little bit of a warm-up routine. Smell the whiskey until you are convinced you don't even need to take a sip of it because you already know exactly what it's going to taste like. Get your nose in front of the glass. If it burns a little bit, you're too close. So just back up a little bit and really pay attention to what you smell. Pro tip, try both nostrils because most people have one that is a little bit better at smelling than the other. And also open your mouth while you're smelling. Yes, it's going to make you look dumb, but it does allow more airflow through your nasal cavity and helps you to smell even more. Take note of 3 or 4 things that you notice about the smell, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong. They choke, they overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just smell it and let your mind wander. There are no wrong answers. Vanilla, plum, Mrs. Smith's 5th grade science class. Whatever it is that it's reminding you of, those are the flavor notes for you, for your palate. Now you're gonna take those 3 or 4 things that you noticed on the nose and you're gonna look for them in the palate, but don't just dive in. We've got one more thing, and this is a maybe. Make sure you're hydrated. If you haven't drank a lot of water today, if you're not very well hydrated, it is actually going to make it burn more, and for me, it makes most whiskeys just taste really salty. So drink like a whole glass of water before you're tasting, and then when you're ready, take your first sip, which is a sacrificial sip. Just take a small sip, it's gonna shock your palate, it's going to burn. Don't worry about looking for notes yet. Let that burn start to naturally go away, and then take your real sip. This is not a tiny little sip because that will evaporate off your palate and it'll actually make it burn more because you'll get that sensation from it evaporating. I don't think I have to tell you that this is not a big gulp, but in case I do, this is not a big gulp. I use a shot glass to figure out about how much I normally sip, and I'd say it's about 1/8 of a shot glass. It's enough to cover your whole palate. If you don't know how much that is, use water and a shot glass and try about 1/8 to see what that feels like in your mouth. Now look for those 3 or 4 things that you noticed on the nose, and it should totally change the tasting game for you. Keep in mind that maybe not all 3 or 4 of them are going to translate from nose to palate, but usually you can pick out at least a couple of them. The way that I think describes this the best is, keep in mind that you're not drinking it, you're tasting it. Treat it like it's some mystery liquid and you're trying to figure out what it is. So to put it into 6 short steps, take your time, learn to taste it at room temperature, nose it and find 3 or 4 important things from the nose. Make sure you're hydrated before you take your sacrificial sip. Make sure your sips are about 1/8 of a shot, and then look for the things that you smelled on the nose in the palate. Then as a bonus tip, learn to appreciate the finish. After you swallow the whiskey, just kind of sit there for a minute and see what's lingering in your mouth. What are you still tasting? And is it good? Is it better? Is it worse? What are you tasting? If you really want to take this to the next level, start doing some side-by-side tasting. tastings. Bourbon versus scotch. High rye bourbon versus wheated bourbon. That's gonna help you suss out the different flavors between different types of whiskey, and comparing really helps you get good at tasting. I don't just give tips, I review whiskey as well, so make sure you subscribe, like, comment, check out the Whiskey Noobs crew down in the description below. You get the idea. I'll see you guys at the next one. Thanks for watching Whiskey Noobs.